I'm Rifa Majid. I will be with you during this airing program. And I'm not alone because there are two friends. I have two friends here accompany me during this airing program. And okay, guys, please say hi to smart listener and introduce yourself, please.
Hello guys, this is Mr. Nohi talking to you and nice to know you.
Okay, so
And hi everyone, I'm Khairul. It's nice to be back. It's
yes,
been a
long
while.
long time no see,
long
brother.
time no see.
Yeah,
How are you?
I'm good. Yeah,
Good.
during the pandemic.
So, okay. Happy to see you again in
Yeah.
this program,
Thank you.
Khairul, and also Nawi,
Yeah.
who will always accompany me, and together
Yes.
we give an education and also information to smart listener in this program. As what I said, Smart Up Your Life is English learning program in collaboration with BPEC Makassar. We want to build up your confident smart listener in speaking English, so do not hesitate.
Yeah.
So, in this program, we are not totally speaking English. We mix both of languages.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So,
Sure.
before we are going to discuss about one topic tonight, Nahwi, could you tell smart listener? Could you tell us about BPC Makassar?
Well, hello, smart listener. As usual, before we conduct our meeting tonight, let us introduce our English program, which is situated at Fort Rotterdam, Makassar, namely BPEC or Benteng Panua English Club.
Mhm.
So, in this club, we are trying to improve our English, and also we try to practice our English. And then, for those who wants to build up your speaking skill, especially in speaking, feel free to ask. And also, absolutely, it's totally free of charge. And also, we conduct our meeting every Sunday at 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. But because of Corona outbreak, we postponed our meeting, and then we change it into virtual meeting,
Mhm.
but we conduct it every Sunday also, but different time at 2 p.m. until 4 p.m. And then for those who wants to join in our virtual meeting, please contact us in Instagram and also Facebook. Or if you have like WhatsApp, you can send your message through WhatsApp. Thank you.
Okay, so you can directly send your message
Yeah,
to BPEC Makassar at
absolutely.
BPEC underscore Makassar.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So you guys, don't you feel this last 4 months?
Yeah.
Uh, there are many changes. There are many different things.
Yeah,
A lot.
absolutely.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
These last 4 months, webinars, online classes, or online training,
Yeah.
virtual meeting, that are kind of word and activity that are very familiar to society, aren't they?
Yes.
Yes. So, uh, I want to ask you
Mm.
before, Hairul and Nahwi, uh, do you know about webinars or a virtual meeting, online classes before this pandemic happened? Or you know about it? Yeah, yeah. This last 4 months, Hairul.
Yeah, I know this webinar program since before the pandemic happened
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Oh.
because uh, it usually conduct in my university
mm-hmm.
virtually by my faculty with in collaboration with another uh, sourceful
Yeah. Okay.
another sourceful or another university. So I'm yeah, I get used to with webinar.
Okay. So how
Mm.
about you, Nahui?
I myself think that maybe I know this program after COVID-19 attacked our country. So at the previous time, I didn't know about this kind of program like virtual meeting, webinars, and also online classes. So I need maybe some adaptations because yeah, it's quite hard for me at the first time
Mm-hmm.
to master this kind of virtual meeting, webinars, and also online classes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, this kind of activity, webinars, online classes, is actually familiar and also there since 2 or 3 years ago. But
Oh.
it most because of this pandemic, so most of people doing their activity from home, including this meeting,
Mhm.
seminars, training, and etc. Make this webinar what uh, become something that very common
Yeah.
Yeah.
in the society.
Mhm.
So there is people know about it before, and there's a people just know about it
Yeah.
in this pandemic, like you.
Like me.
So, but the question now, are webinars or online classes effective for us?
Mm.
Then why we should doing this webinar on online classes right now? Nah. So that our topic tonight, we're gonna talk about the effectivity of webinars and also online classes. Nah. So before that, smart listener, I want to invite you also to join our conversation talking about this effectivity of webinars. You can join us on WhatsApp 0811461011 or you can also watch our live streaming on YouTube channel Smart FM Makassar. All right. Now we all and Hairul, I want to ask you, do you like to join some kind of webinar?
For me, no.
No, you
Yeah.
now
uh because I have known about these programs. I'm getting some kinds of maybe webinars or maybe online training,
Mhm.
because at the first time I didn't know about this program, and then after I adapt with this program, I'm starting to like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you interest about it.
Yeah,
So
I'm interested.
why don't you like this? Like the webinar, Hairul.
Because I see so many people don't have any stable network,
Uh-huh.
because not
Yes.
many people have a stable network
Uh-huh.
at their home. So it's kind of worthless for some people
Mhm.
to conduct a webinar or start an online class,
Mhm.
because we don't have a stable network, and also the voice is not really clear,
Mhm.
and the quality of the video of our webcam is not really good.
Mhm.
Mm.
So yeah, many things. So yeah, that's why I don't really like the webinar
Okay.
or online class.
So that's really disturbing.
Yeah,
The
Yeah,
just
for
connection.
sure.
the
Connection.
That's the
connection.
key.
The main problem right
The
now.
main problem and the key of webinar or
Yeah, for
online
sure.
classes,
Uh-huh.
right? So I want to ask you now,
Yes.
how many virtual classes or virtual meeting you have joined for a day?
For a day, so based on my experience, I joined in several meetings for around, if I'm not mistaken, 2 or 3 times,
Okay.
including my online classes
Mhm.
at
A day?
campus. Yeah, in a day. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Before I finished my final task, I got 3 or 2, and then I made my own online meeting, virtual meeting, through Google Meet or sometimes Zoom. If I don't know how to spend my time, I made like online classes and also a virtual meeting, and then I make a discussion like this with my
Mhm.
friends
Mhm.
to spend my time.
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't know how to spend my time again during this pandemic.
Okay, he's doing this. He's
Uh,
doing this because you're doing this. The virtual meeting to kill your time.
yeah, because I don't know how to spend my time.
Okay. How long should the webinar or online class that last?
Currently, the online classes spend time around an hour or 2 hours.
Okay.
Yeah,
If you have
in one
three
class.
classes,
Uh,
if you have three virtual meeting in a day, then you must to stay on your
Mhm.
in
Oh my
front of
God.
your PC
Yeah,
for 6 hours
Uh-huh.
or maybe more than 6 hours.
yeah, it's killing me slowly actually.
So-
but it depends on the network.
Okay. So,
So that
what
I
you
always hope that the connection is slow so that we can out quickly. Yeah,
Okay.
because yeah. It's killing me slowly.
So
Anyway.
how about you, Hairul?
About
How many classes or
oh,
virtual meeting that you have joined for a day?
to be honest, during this pandemic, I never joined any virtual meeting.
Really?
Yeah, any virtual meeting or webinar. No, I don't. I don't really interested on it.
Mm-mm.
Not because I'm not really familiar with the technology, but yeah, I'm good with technology. But yeah, I just like I don't really
Yeah,
interested.
yeah, yeah. You prefer to do
A face to
of
face.
face to
Face to
face
face.
Yes,
offline
Yeah.
meeting.
Yeah,
yes.
offline.
Yes.
That's more, let's say, prestige.
Oh,
Prestige.
Yeah,
yes.
Oh my
And we
god.
can build up the
yeah,
chemistry
the
about
chemistry.
Chemistry.
one another,
Yeah,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
All
that's
right,
You're right.
smart listener. So how about you, smart listener? Do you
Mhm.
like to join any webinars or a virtual meeting or learning program? Grab your confidence in speaking English. We talk about the effectivity of webinars, also uh, online classes or virtual meeting. So, as what my friends taught me, uh, Hyrule
yeah.
said last time that there are many people he dislike to join, not really like to join webinar or online class because there are many people, not all of the people have a good connection. Also, I see there are many people also don't focus, do not pay attention, really focus on the meeting.
Yeah.
They some of them boring, maybe there is sleeping during the meeting. So do you also part of them, or what type of audience are you?
Actually, this common situation that happened during the virtual meeting or online classes, even webinars. Because as we know that based on maybe articles, if I'm not mistaken, YouTube video that I have seen before, human being only can stay focused for around 15 minutes. So I think this is
50
like,
minutes.
yeah, 15 minutes. I think this is a normal situation where people feels like boring to the online meeting or virtual meeting. So that I think if the doer, I mean, if the person that conduct the online meeting, maybe they have to decrease the time or maybe the duration of the virtual meeting itself, because yeah, to be honest, I myself cannot stay focused for maybe 2 or until 3 hours, because yeah, I'm a normal people. What about you, brother Harold?
Situation also happen not only on online class, but
Yes.
also happen in face to face
Oh,
or regular class
yeah.
in our campus.
Mm.
We can see people playing with their pen, also playing with their
Gadget.
friends, gadgets
Mm.
during the class, during the lecture, give a lecture to them.
Yes.
So it's not really good. I mean, even in the regular class, we can easily
Mm-hmm.
manipulate
Mm.
something,
Yeah.
and it's become more easier in an offline meeting. So
Yes.
Yes.
yeah, it's kind of weird situation, I think.
So what
Okay.
about you? What type of audience are you?
Me,
Uh,
because during my 4 years study at
mm.
university, I always sit in a front row.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
So yeah, a kind of a focused person.
Oh,
Oh,
focus
okay.
person. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, how many times that you can pay attention on the virtual meeting itself? Because yeah, right now, as we know that online classes always conducted by maybe some lecturers. Because yeah, the situation right now
Even
cannot. Yeah,
graduation also
graduation. Yeah,
held
graduation
Yeah.
by
also.
Even
virtual,
graduation.
Mm.
holds
Uh,
virtually.
Actually, about the graduation, I
I
mean
mean the duration that you can
the
spend, yeah,
duration that we
on the
can
webinars
spend.
or online classes.
Normally we can spend an hour,
An hour.
and then because it's an online meeting, so it's kind of bored listen to the lecturer
Mm.
explanation. We cannot in a
Mm.
regular class in our campus we can play a games like ice breaking with our
Yes.
lecturer,
Uh,
but now we cannot do anything. You can
mm.
only listen to your lecturer for
Mhm.
an hour. It's kind
Okay.
of bored.
So the question now, do you have any way maybe or any tips to kill your boredom?
uh some of my friends I saw them conducting a virtual meeting.
Mm.
They set two PC
Oh.
on
Mm.
in front of them.
Okay.
One with Zoom virtual meeting
Yes.
and the other with games.
Oh my
So
god.
during
Already
the
movie.
yeah
Wow.
already playing games like
Mm.
playing they plug the headphone with the PC with the game PC.
Uh-uh,
Oh,
uh-uh,
I see.
So
uh-uh.
they play a games during
And
the
they
lecture.
mute the microphone.
Yeah, they
Oh
mute the
my
microphone.
Microphone.
god.
That's good.
How
Okay.
naughty they are.
Okay, so what you Nahwi?
Yes.
Do you like him?
Oh
Do you do
no.
something like him?
To be honest, if I feel bored at the time, maybe I will do the same but be different. I will turn off my camera and then I try to having a rest, like lying on my bed, something like that, to kill my some of my boredom. And then if after I feel well again, I will turn on my camera and then unmute my voice on Zoom.
Wow.
Yeah, because yeah,
Okay,
we have to make our brain rest for a while.
I see. But how do you think about this virtual meeting? Do we need to be on camera during the webinar?
I myself think that it depends on us. I mean, it depends on the situation.
Mhm.
Yeah, because we cannot predict that what's going on, what's going happen to ourselves during the online meeting. So that if we have like some problems, maybe we have to turn off the camera or unmute the voice itself. Because yeah, uh sometimes it happens to us like several things that we don't want at the time, so we maybe it's better for us to mute or maybe to turn off the camera.
Okay,
Yeah.
and you can try also to play a game
Yeah.
or to watch a
Yeah.
movies.
Smart up your life.
All right, we come back again. Smart listener to Smart Up Your Life. I want to say hello to Putri Yulia who have joined us on YouTube channel Smart FM Makassar. BPEC, wow, bright and breezy. Say hi to Putri.
Hello, Kak Putri.
Okay. We miss you, Putri.
Yeah, you should have come here.
Yes. So, as we taught you before, in this session, we will give you some tips
Yeah.
or way how or steps that you can make an effective webinars.
Mhm.
Please, Nahwi.
Well, smart listener, in this case, I have found several tips that make you become effective in webinars. So the first tips is find technology that works for you. As we know that there are several types of technology in webinars itself. If we want to conduct webinars, but make it sure that you find the suitable one. And then the second is plan and create a timeline for the webinar. So make it sure that before you conduct like webinars or even online classes or maybe virtual meeting, make it sure that you plan it or you make some plans before. And then the third one is decide who will be involved. So this is the I think this is also important part because you have to make it sure who the person, who the people that is going to join in your webinar later on. And then next, make your presentation professional and engaging. So if you want to make a professional presentation, you have to train yourself before you conduct the webinar itself so that your webinar will be running well.
Mhm.
And then next, generate registrations. this also important part. So if you want to make your webinar or maybe virtual meeting becomes quite prestigious for others, maybe you can make like Google Forms, and then you can conduct registration in there. And then next, deliver your webinar. These steps, you have to deliver your webinar, or maybe you have to share your webinar so that there were a lot of people feel interested to your webinar. And then the last, track results and nurture leads. So after you complete your webinars, make it sure that you make like maybe some evaluation that what happened to your webinar, so that you can find your maybe your mistakes and then fix it again in other meetings.
Okay, so that's the seven
Yeah,
steps
seven
to
steps.
make an effective webinars.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nahui.
Yeah,
So,
you're welcome.
how if we want to be a host on a webinar? If we become a host
Mhm.
on webinar or virtual meeting, how can we make that activity more interesting,
Oh.
more joyful, and more there are many engagement
Mhm.
that we've got from the activity. Could you tell us maybe in Hairul?
Okay,
Okay.
so there are some of tips or steps that you can follow if you want to become a really good host in virtual meeting.
Mm-hmm.
First, choose a topic that interests your audience.
Mm-hmm.
So if you choose a topic that doesn't interest your audience, it's going to be really hard to get people excited about your webinar. Let alone get them to attend. And then when choosing a topic, it's important to hone in on a specific idea that will resonate with your audience. If your idea is broad, narrow it down and cover one part in great detail.
Mm-hmm.
An in-depth webinar on a specific topic is much more useful than a general presentation on a broad one. Whether you are educating them about a product, service, or important trend in your industry, you need to provide value to attendees by clearly communicating your message and giving them actionable tips and advice.
Mm-hmm.
It's also important to make sure that your presentation is visually appealing.
Mm-hmm.
Using lots of images and introducing one topic per slide will help to keep your audience alert and interested in your presentation.
Okay. This is
And
related
yeah,
from the step that Nahui gave us before.
Yeah.
So next.
yeah, the second tips, engage your audience.
Mm.
While you might be focused on your script, don't forget to engage with your audience during your webinar.
Mm-hmm.
Your audience can give valuable feedback, so be sure to ask them questions and initiate interaction every 4 or 5 slides. You should also leave plenty of time at the end of your presentation to answer their question. For example, if your webinar in 45 minutes long, you can add another 45 at the end for questions. Some webinar platform also have polling features which you can incorporate into your presentation. Wow,
Wow.
Wow.
So
that's
thank you so much, Harold. This
yes.
is the good ways how to be a good host on webinar.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you before, Nahui,
Yes.
do you ever being become a host for a virtual meeting or webinar before?
Oh, yes, I do.
Mm-mm.
So
So
I have several experience during I use virtual meeting,
mm-mm.
especially maybe we are familiar with Google Meet or maybe Zoom and etc. And then that is one of way to spend my leisure time, as I
Mm-mm.
told you before.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So because I'm one of an English student at my campus, so that I make like like a English meeting program like this with my friends, so that our speaking skill is getting improved. and then we
Okay.
can keep our speaking skill. Because
Okay.
if we never practice our English, yeah, our English will getting more. I mean, getting worse.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you apply these steps as what you told us before in your work or in your job as a host?
Maybe I have applied some of them,
Mhm.
but I do happy
Mm-mm.
because I have heard the complete one from our brother Hayol, so that maybe later on I will applicate this kind of tips for
Mhm. Mhm.
my next webinar. I mean,
Okay.
sorry, for next virtual meeting.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. And this kind of things,
Mhm.
virtual meeting, webinars, and etc., is like something new to our lives, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Is it?
So yeah, I ever read on some articles, doing something new is a good it's a good things
Oh.
to relieve boredom. Doing new things not only relieves boredom, actually
Mhm.
it helps acquire new skill and knowledge that may relieve boredom in the long run. For instance, we feel a surge of interest when we read an interesting novel or go through complex experience, but only if we have the capacity to understand them. So, by doing these webinars and also virtual meeting on this pandemic
Mhm.
era, this is increase our knowledge and
Yeah.
also giving many what I new experience,
Yeah.
right? And we
Yes.
try you try before. I think you also feel that before you don't know about this technology and you try to understand, and now you are mastering this technology.
Mm.
There's something change in our life because of this pandemic and
Yeah.
because of this technology, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. So
Yeah,
any
I
comment?
mean, we are getting used to with this technology.
Mm-mm.
Even this technology appear
Mm.
long before the pandemic happened.
Mhm.
But I recognize this technology, yeah, long before this pandemic. But so many people now are getting used to with this technology.
Mhm. Mhm.
So yeah,
Smart up your life.
Well, hello, smart listener. Welcome back with us. So, in this session, we are going to share maybe some idioms or maybe some vocabularies to all of you. So, maybe start from me. So, in this case, I have a few idioms that may be familiar for you, or maybe you can use it in the daily life. So, the first idiom is see eye to eye,
Mhm.
meaning that you agree with someone. So in the sentence, we can say, they saw finally eye to eye in a business deal. And then the second
Artinya,
one,
the
okay,
meaning
the meaning of it is
sepakat.
sepakat. Yeah, we can
Okay.
say sepakat. And then the
See eye
second,
to eye.
see eye to eye,
Sepakat. Okay.
sepakat. And then the second one, teacher's pet, meaning that in bahasa mahasiswa kesayangan. Siswa kesayangan, sorry.
Teacher,
Teacher's pet.
teacher's pet.
Yeah,
Okay.
teacher's pet.
I have a teacher's pet.
It's quite funny actually, but yeah, that
Okay.
is idiom. I think that's all. What about you, brother Hairul?
yeah, I catch some of vocabularies from our discussion before, like nurture,
Mm.
last, and also resonance.
Oh.
Mhm.
The first nurture is it's kind of maintenance,
Mm.
memelihara. Yeah,
Memelihara.
it's memelihara,
Mm-mm.
Maintenance.
nurturing something. And
Okay.
also last, if you heard the host before that say how long the webinar should last, it
Mm.
means berapa lama durasi
Mm-mm.
Oh.
atau berapa lama durasi dari webinar
Mm-mm.
Okay.
harusnya.
Mm-mm.
Or we can say how long the duration
How long
should,
the duration?
how long the webinar duration. And the third is resonance.
Resonance.
Resonance is gema.
Gema.
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh.
So that's three vocabularies that I can share to a smart listener today.
Okay.
Oh,
Thank you. But
okay.
how? What kind of word or sentence to interrupt the meeting?
Oh, to interrupt
Okay.
meaning.
Maybe you can share any sentence to smart listener how we can interrupt a virtual meeting. Sorry, host.
Mm.
Blah 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 blah. By good sentence.
Oh, by good sentence.
According to your experience.
According to your
Based
experience.
on my experience that I have done before, I only make it simple because I have been doing English meeting, so I just say I do apologize for interrupting your conversation. I want to ask something.
Mm-mm.
Jadi something like that.
Okay.
I only use a simple sentence to make everyone understand.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if we want to leave meeting early.
Oh yeah. Okay. I got actually this sentence used in not in the virtual meeting, but I also use it in seminar or virtual meeting.
Mhm.
I said I'm leaving.
I'm leaving.
I'm leaving.
Even
Yeah.
in,
For example, Mr. Nahui out. Yeah.
Okay.
if you don't know meeting
Yeah. In a normal meeting,
In
I'm
normal-
leaving.
and you raise your hand.
I raised my hand and then said I'm leaving.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
leaving. I'm
yeah.
sorry. I'm leaving.
Yeah, you can say
Okay.
also.
Okay. Is that polite?
Maybe talking about polite or not polite, I think those words situated in the middle of them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Sip. Thank you, Nahui. So
Yeah.
the conclusion of our topic tonight, the effectivity of webinars. And so what do you think? So how we must how bersikap or
Okay.
menyikapi
Mm.
webinars, online classes or virtual meeting.
Okay, to me there are a lot of lessons that we can take from this pandemic because we have been through a lot of obstacles from COVID-19 itself. So it taught us to become stronger than before,
Mhm.
and then we have to try to adapt with all of situation. I mean, in other way, we have to get ready from every kinds of disaster or maybe every kind of situation that we have to adapt with. So we
Mhm.
have no matter what, we have to look for the solution. Every kind of obstacles, we have to look for the solution itself because
Mm-mm.
we have to keep striving and then do not give up.
Okay. So how about you, Khairul?
For me, in a in this stressful situation,
Yeah.
this during pandemic, of course we cannot stay at home and doing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So the only thing or the only way to keep ourselves become more thrive or become more smarter than before
Mm-hmm.
by joining an online class. Online
Okay.
class, virtual meeting with friends, and also attending a webinar. It's a
Mhm.
good solution for people people that stay at home.
Okay. And also make sure if you join some virtual meeting or webinars, make sure that you are focused
Yeah.
on the
Sure.
meeting. Make that webinars very effective to you and
Okay.
you menyerap
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you get all
Absorbed.
of absorb all the knowledge.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Hairul, and thank you so much,
Thank you so
Nawi.
Yeah,
much. I
anytime.
appreciate it.
Okay, for this conversation, and also thank you for you, smart listener, who have joined us from the first until this last session of
Yes.
Smart Up Your Life. Always remember, this Smart Up Your Life is our English learning program to build up your confidence and also our confidence in speaking English. Thank you so much. We will
Yes.
be back again next week with another topic.